Okay, fun video today. We're going to talk about my story and my 3 tips for success. And here is why. Now, you're probably wondering, all right, who's this guy? Why should we even listen to him? Like, is he just some guy running around spouting nonsense? Or some of you may be wondering, hey, Josh, were you born wealthy? Okay, is it easy for you to say that you can make money because your parents are rich, right? Or is this possible for anyone to accomplish? Or, Josh, how can I get similar results to you? And that's why I want to share my story. And the purpose of me sharing is I want to encourage you. It's not for me to brag, okay? I want to encourage you and I want to show you how I did it so you can also do it. But it's not for me to brag about how successful I am because, guys, listen, I'm not a guru. I say this a lot, guys. I've developed as a leader because I have failed as a leader big time, numerous times, humiliatingly so, okay? I'm definitely not a genius. I've actually lost a lot of money trying to figure out businesses, and I failed multiple times. Okay, I'm a failed business owner, but I always knew that I was capable of more. Okay, I stuck with it because grinding away at an underpaying 9 to 5 for 50 years, that just could not be my fate. If you relate, let me know because that's why you're here. Now, that's when I found remote high ticket sales, and becoming a high performer in this industry was a game changer for me. It was the turning point in my entire life, not just finding the industry, but becoming a high performer. So all that to say, if I can do this, then so can you. Look, everyone has a different story. We're all blessed with different capabilities. Some of us have wealth, some of us don't. I wasn't born into wealth, okay? But no matter what, if I can draw a roadmap for how to get to the top of the mountain, no matter where you're starting from, if I can help pave a road, and if I can be your guide and help you find a quality vehicle to get there faster, then I'm going to do all I can to help. And guess what? So will my team. Okay, they're here for you guys too. And we'll get into their stories later. Okay, but today it starts with sharing my story so that you can have confidence in yourself that you can do this, and so you can trust in me as your guide and understand that when I speak, I actually have experience. Okay, so let's dive in. Now, I'm also going to share my 3 tips for success on how to get the most out of this roadmap that we've built for you so that you can actually use this program. Now that you've finished all the welcome videos, right, you can use the program when we dive in to find the right 6-figure opportunity for you. Okay, now let's dive in. I actually never had a huge sales background, believe it or not. Okay, the most selling I'd ever done was these $42 gym memberships at the local gym. Okay, not very expensive, but I was pretty good at it, but I liked fitness. That's it. That was my only sales experience. And my financial education was probably like most of yours. I actually thought that the only way to build wealth is to work harder and to work for more hours. Rich people don't work hard. And I thought that you could get a $142,000 college degree and then land a job and work hard and retire, and the system will take care of you. Naive little child. That was me. I equated money with time. I thought that to make more money, you had to put more time in. Okay. I had no idea that my income was directly tied to the value of my skills, which is based on the level of problems I can solve. Okay, if I'm working at a warehouse, I'm solving a very small problem, just moving boxes around. Okay, if I solve a bigger problem, I'll get paid more. I thought it was about time, not about value. Okay? And like a lot of you, I always wanted something more than settling for like a 50-year career at a desk job and being vastly underpaid. That just sounded horrible to me. So I actually tried to escape. I tried launching multiple businesses because I knew I had potential, and I always searched for the next big thing. But I lacked the specific level of discipline, I lacked the mindset, and I lacked the skill set to follow through at the level that it takes to be successful in business. And I didn't have the right mentor or the right strategy. Okay. Like a lot of you, I was a very hard worker too. Okay. But work ethic isn't enough because learning how to manage and navigate websites and funnels and marketing and revenue and bookkeeping and products, it's all very daunting, right? I tried launching several e-commerce stores. I tried a social media marketing agency. I even tried to start a big insurance business, all to no avail. Okay. And I decided that all these online opportunities, they were scams. Right? Everyone's a scammer. Or I made excuses as to why I didn't succeed. And I was caught in a lazy person's loop where I always wanted more, but I was always making excuses for why someone else let me down. And I was frustrated, but I was lost. Okay, and that's where I was stuck. Now, then 2020 hit. If you guys remember, not the best year for the world. Okay, it all changed by necessity when jobs shut down, and I ended up having nothing. I had to DoorDash, which is delivering food for survival money. And I remember distinctly, I was driving around to deliver food for people on my birthday, thinking to myself, man, how did it come to this? Like, I can't possibly do this for another month, let alone another year. Guys, I made $800 that month. $800. That's it. This is a lesson I hope you are able to learn. necessity breeds results. If you put yourself in a position where you have no choice but to succeed, you'll be surprised at how you find a way. What's that quote from Jurassic Park? Life finds a way. But seriously, comfort is the enemy of progress. Choose your pain. Okay, the pain of staying where you're at or the pain of growth. It's going to hurt either way. Choose your pain. Okay, but I digress. That 2020 is when I stumbled upon remote high-ticket sales. And I realized that business owners, like I tried to be, they're crazy busy. They're focused on a million things like sales and marketing and operations and fulfillment. And most importantly is sales. That's the most important aspect, but they usually don't have time to do that and to run a business. And that's when I found out that businesses with high ticket offers, that's products anything from 2,000 to 100,000 or more, okay? They actually pay skilled sales reps thousands of dollars in commission per sale because the business owners can't take all those calls. And so they need someone to take it for them. And that's when they pay sales reps like me, like you. I realized then that this could be my big break. All the same income of a surgeon or a CEO. I mean, we're talking hundreds of thousands of dollars a year, but without the stress, without the investment of money and time, and without the skills needed to build an actual expensive business. This was life-changing for me. And this was the turning point for me. Okay, I spent the next 2 months diving into all the research that I could. I networked hours every day, and I found everyone that I could that were thriving in the positions that I wanted. I found these sales professionals, and I took it upon myself to learn every detail that I could from them. I started from the ground up. I found a company, and I took the lowest starting position available. I was just setting appointments for these high-ticket sales reps, and I was learning on the job. And I studied their calls. I studied their clients. I studied their process literally over 12 hours a day. Some days I was putting in 14 hours. And I realized that there was an art and a science to it. And I noticed that all these sales pros, they were all free. I mean, really free, like working from home on their own schedule, enjoying life and helping people with what they sold. Like they were selling great things to people that were happy about it. Look at this tweet. Look at this guy. Okay. So I worked my way up and I learned how to provide value. I learned how to speak the language and how to solve problems and how to network. And by the time I networked and found an available position, I was ready. Man, and I pounced on it. Within 1 month, after all that learning and all that networking and all that studying, I was good enough to be able to generate a 6-figure income. And I was serving clients who were excited to speak with me. Okay. They wanted to buy this product all while working from home. Okay, look again. I was like, look, I crushed the first of my 2 interviews today. Insane how life has changed, right? I remember the day that I deleted the DoorDash app on my phone was a surreal day, and it was a wonderful day. I had finally succeeded in business, but this time without the headaches, without the financial burden, and without the failures of starting a big business venture. This was the turning point for me. Okay, over the next 2 years, I worked my way up. I led every single team I was on in sales. I was the best in every single team I was on. And I worked for several offers in fitness, in finance, in real estate, in marketing. I was learning all these things. And I generated millions of dollars for these companies. And I was so grateful for this. I was able to take home in more money per month than I would have made in 2 years of door dashing. That's incredible, you guys. It was life-changing. I worked all the positions possible, becoming the lead of my team in every single company. Now, again, I'm not saying this to brag. I'm saying this because I know my stuff. I worked all the positions you guys want to get. I worked all the offers you guys want to get with probably all the same companies you guys want to get, okay? And I led the team in sales, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? And I noticed the pattern. I started taking on leadership and management positions, and I began training sales reps just like me, and I realized that tactics don't make winners in this game. Okay, tactics don't make winners. Mindset, habits, high performers, and then high-level sales training and powerful networking, that equals success. And I began to train people to do exactly what I had done, and it worked. Okay, I met Chance. Look at Chance over here. This guy's a stud. This guy's a beast, you guys. He was one of my first standout students, and now he's a fellow sales trainer. He's a coach with me. He's a vastly successful business guy. But when I first met him, he had zero experience, and in the first month of working with me, I took him to over $10,000 that he took home. And I did this with others as well. It was life-changing for him. It was life-changing for me because I realized I had an opportunity to help dozens and hundreds or even thousands of people just like me, just like Chance. Okay, so I decided to make it my mission to help as many people who wanted to learn, to be able to do what I had done. People like you and like me. And there is a massive opportunity. There are hundreds of companies in need of hundreds of sales professionals. And I truly want to equip people to be empathetic and skillful and honest sales professionals who can truly help lead people to the right investment decisions. That's why I outsold everyone. And we'll talk about this later, but I wasn't doing the old school tactics. I was just trying to be empathetic and honest and be a leader on these calls. I want to fill that gap in the industry by providing quality training to build quality sales professionals, people who want to work remotely and help businesses grow, people like me and you. Okay. Again, from DoorDashing to CEO. Okay. That's my story. I was DoorDashing for $800 a month. And then now I was earning over $21,000 within a 3-week period working remotely. And now I'm training you to learn what I've learned. Okay. So that's my story. And the point of me sharing, guys, I had to grind and network and hustle to learn this on my own. And if me, okay, a failed business owner, I'm not spectacular. Okay. I failed a lot. If I, working a miserable job, could figure this out in 2 years the long way, then you can for sure learn this from us over the next few weeks and months, as long as you're willing to put in the work too. Okay, I'm not saying it's going to be easy, but it is going to be simple. So with that, that's my story. And now that you know who I am, and now that you know that this is possible and you're inspired, at least I hope, that you too can change the course of your life, here are my 3 tips for success and how to best use this program as we dive in. Okay. Step number 1, burn the boats. Step number 2, learn servant leadership, become servant leaders. And step number 3, remember progress, not perfection. Let's dive into those things. Burn the boats. What I mean by that is absolutely commit. Put yourself in a position where success is your only option, the way I experienced when I was DoorDashing. Because ultimately, look, we're not your saviors and we're not your solution. Your commitment is what will finally get you out of your current situation. Okay, if you're not happy with where you're at, commit. Burn the boats. There is no plan B. Okay, invest in yourself. Kill your comfort zone. Map out a specific target, build a strategy, and then work with a mentor. And you're already doing this. Okay, you already took a step by being in this program. Invest in training, invest in coaching, networking, whatever it takes, invest, because you are a worthy investment. The time that it takes, invest that time. Okay, commit to it. Burn the boats. This starts here. And again, congratulations, you've already taken that first step. Now, luckily, you don't have to search for all this info over the course of 2 years like I did. Okay, we compiled it for you. So go through all the modules, take notes, go through the videos again and again if you have to. Do every single assignment. Network with other students. Make 0 excuses. Guys, you can do this. I believe in you. Burn the boats. Okay, we're here to support you, but you've got to commit. Second tip for success in this industry, in this course, servant leadership. Always look to provide value to your clients, to fellow students, to prospects. Learning to serve and solve problems, that is sales, you guys. Be unattached from the outcome. Your mission is to solve a problem, not to sell a product. Okay, lead people to help them make the best decision for them and truly care about them. Okay, be a leader, be supportive of others. Make that a defining characteristic of you, the most supportive person in your life, and become a really good listener. This will earn you more sales than being a good talker. Servant leadership. Final tip for success. Progress, not perfection. Take your time, everyone, okay? Take your time. Be patient with yourselves. Do it right. Everyone's journey and their speed are different, okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. Don't compare to how everyone else is doing it. Stay in your lane and do you, okay? Instead of focusing on the end goal, focus on becoming 1% better each day and stay consistent. That's why we built this program for you, so that each day you can get a little bit better. Small actions and small wins lead to bigger ones. And remember, consistency matters more than explosiveness. Stay consistent, progress, not perfection. So again, that's my story. That's my 3 tips. I hope this is helpful. I hope this is inspiring. I hope you feel encouraged that we have your back. And this is just me. I can't wait for you to hear the rest of the team later on in this program. But again, now that you know who your coach is, now that you know what is possible, that if I can do it, you can do it, now you're ready to take this program by storm. So again, dive in, take each video, take each module, take notes, and commit. And I'm excited to see where you go. Talk to you guys really soon. Thanks for listening.